Hi, this is Juan Pedro Benali, and you're watching Field Vision.
Coach, you've come to India. This is your second season in India, and before coming to India, have you spoken to anyone about India? You worked with Stuart Baxter, and he was here in the ISL. So how did it happen? You
Well,
coming to ISL.
I spoke with many people, not only with Stuart. I spoke with Stuart. I spoke with Sergio. I spoke with Javier Pinillos as coaches. I spoke to many players. They used to be my player, like Bomo, Yahoo, Mortada Fall, even player who was here before they went back, Moroccan players, Spanish players, some friends who were already here. Many people talked to me about India for the last 3 years before to come here. And it's better than what I expect. I found it much better than what the feedback I heard in the beginning.
All throughout your coaching career, you've coached in Europe, you've coached in Africa, you've coached in Asia, and now in the subcontinent. How different is the Indian footballing landscape compared to the rest?
I think India has a great potential. You just need to focus more in what's important and not spend money, time, and energy in things who has absolutely no meanings in football. I'm surprised about the facilities and the organization. It's great. The league and the clubs are doing really great job compared to many countries. Indian players improving a lot. The problem we face is not too many players. We need more competition, I-League, I2, young competition from the youth, non-stop competition, not only tournaments. It should be like a full season playing for a reserve team, for example. It's the only way that to improve and to have players really to play. Because, for example, when you see a young player in the reserve team and you want him to play in the first team, he doesn't have rhythm. He plays time to time in tournament, and we need players who are ready, players who just come, because this is competition. It's a competition. You don't have time you don't have patience to develop easy the player. Many of the coaches sometimes were not so brave enough to do it, but Indian football can arrive as high as possible, but we need patience and we need to work hard, not spend money and energy, for example, controlling if we have phones in the dressing room or in the bench or something like that, and to improve. I think football all over the world arrived in such a level of technology that you receive information automatically in the bench to see how the other team is doing, how the set pieces. You can see it in the dressing room. Only country in all the countries I was working, the only country you cannot do that is India. Because they said no, because the bet, because cheating. We're not cheating people. The contrary, we're sport people. The IFF and the football authorities need to authorize to improve technology, to improve players, because more we improve in technology, more we improve in information, more we improve to give the data in the same moment to players, more the quality of the player improve, then more the country improves in terms of football. But in this moment, this is one thing we even we cannot get information from our analysts, because the talkie it's the same frequencies that somebody else, and then we cannot use it. Why? Because it's not allowed. Why? No, because not allowed. And this is it's whatever you work to go further, it brings you to the back, you know. And we should improve in that. Same, we need to improve in the dates of the games. We cannot stop 12, 13 days, you know, between a game and a game, and suddenly you play 3 games in 1 week or 4 games in 1 week. It's not good for the football. It's not good for the players. It's not good for the national team, because now we see injuries started. You lose that rhythm. Then when the player goes to the national team, he doesn't have that competition rhythm. He arrives, he's under such a pressure, and he needs to be fit enough. You know, you cannot stop too much between a game and another, and you cannot play. We're not so professional. We're not so prepared since we are very young. Yeah, we are professional players, yes, but many of the players are not. Their body is not, and the brain is not prepared to play 5 games in 1 week or in 12 days. You know, and for example, you see Chennai, they played the last one and they start to play the first ones. Things like that. If we improve it, and we have the possibility to improve it in India have, wow, such a future, such a present, incredible.
Coach, you know, you spent around 6 years in Morocco, and now we are seeing, you know, Morocco doing really well. You know, the World Cup and like even the Olympics, they were really good. You know, what can India learn from Morocco for a country like, you know, we always talk about Spain, Germany, but we know they are very advanced. But what can India learn from a country like Morocco?
Well, Morocco, what is doing very well is now they start spending in facilities to prepare. But also one thing the government of Morocco did very well, and the Football Association did very well, is to build community fields everywhere. Any area with more than, I think, 30,000 people, there's artificial fields. 1 big artificial fields and 3 or 4 small artificial fields. And everybody's playing. Full day playing. We say, we need people to play. We need young people to play. We need boys, girls to play. Where? India has plenty of space. Artificial fields. For the young ones, no problem. Artificial fields, and let them play. Not need to be academic. That's Morocco did it very well. You know, even in the beach, they put some areas, especially for young ones to play. Everybody's playing football at that moment, and they're doing they have 2, 3 very, very important academies, like Academy Mohammed VI and Football Association Academy. They have in 4 or 5 all over Morocco, and they're developing the young ones, and most of them, they go to Europe direct to play. You know, Morocco, we can say they have the clowns, but they don't have the circus. And here we have the circus and we don't have the clowns. You know, we need to develop players. For example, when you say, okay, team like Northeast, who cannot buy big names and big players, need to scout for players. We have a problem. There's not enough players to scout. There's not enough competition to go to watch. You know, for example, imagine we are in November, our league didn't start yet. That's details makes a difference. And from here, I give a big salute to Mr. Lakjar. He's the president of the Football Association of Morocco. Since he's the president for the last 8 years, now he's going for 10 years. Development of football is amazing. In Africa, starting in Africa and now all over the world.
Coach, you know, you mentioned Northeast is a side that, you know, cannot afford to buy players. You know, when you came here last season, you talked about Sabr. This season, you said about winning. Did you actually believe in the boys, the players that you had, that you could win that Durand Cup?
Well, you're answering alone to the question. We didn't do many changes for the end from last season to the season. Only we had 3 Indian young players, and I think Maya Kanan, Ankit, and Robin. Foreign players, 2 foreign players, and that's it. You know, maybe we will need 1 or 2 more players, but the problem, the market doesn't give you the choice to bring, because for us it's important 2 points: to be a good player, but also to be somebody who can give something to the dressing room, you know, as a person and as a player, to develop for the future. No, we cannot bring, like we say many times, we cannot bring Mavir Singh, we cannot bring players like this. You know, we are Northeast, and I have totally trust in our players. They only needed support, confidence, to believe in themselves, and this is the result. Now we can play head to head with any team.
Coach, you were very vocal about Igor Stimac, you know, and well, the entire nation saw what results he produced. Now with Manolo in, has Manolo ever discussed with you about the national team or certain aspects of how you want certain players to play?
No. It's a misunderstanding about Igor. You know, I think this is the second time you asked me the same. My concern with Igor was that without any information, point us with the finger saying that we don't work enough in the teams, you know. I'm the last one who can criticize him for his choices. I'm not allowed to do it because it's not my job, it's not my problem, it's not, he knows what he's doing in that, you know. What I was against Igor is when he's saying we're not good enough as coaches to prepare the players, because in the end I never had a call from him, I never had a mail from him, I never had a message from him, and he never came to Guwahati to see us. Never. Manolo is in touch all the time, asking about the players, asking about the performance of the players, what I think mentally of each player, what we've been training. You know, he's a very short time, and in that short time he did much more than the national team coach before. And you know, the problem is we're in a hurry to get a result, of course, you know, and that will come, but I think he's in the right way. He's in the right way.
Apart from Parthiv, you know, which players do you think?
No, he was talking about five players.
Okay.
5 players.
You want to name them?
I prefer not.
Okay,
no.
okay.
It's
It's okay.
5 players in this moment, they are in the lists, you know, he's looking at them.
Okay. Coach, you know, you've coached in so many places. What is your most memorable coaching moment outside of India, you know?
There are too many, you know. Don't forget that I started as a professional coach in 1998.
Yes.
Imagine from 1998 till now, each place has special, you know, each place has a special memory, you know, and my memory goes now to all those people who I coached, who worked with me. They're not in this world anymore, you know. That's one of them. He's from Valencia. He disappeared now with the flooding. You know, that makes me a little bit sad, but at the same time, you remember the nice moments with all of them. You know, not. I cannot say one point in particular. You know, every place was special. Morocco, Tunisia, Japan, Qatar, Emirates, Finland, Greece, Spain. You know, I don't know. Each place was special. Was special, and India, of course. You know, that's. I cannot say exactly one.
And Coach, what is your realistic assessment of the development that you've seen, not in your side, the league itself, from last season to this season?
There's more competition this season. I think many teams get some really good players. There are very, very good coaches in this moment in India. if you go one by one, there are really good coaches, tactically very strong. They read the games very well, they prepare the games. The league is developing very, very well. I remember last season at this time there was a gap, a very big gap. Now still the teams are together. You don't know who's going to win in the end. And that's important. And sometimes we see very, very good football. Foreign players, there's a bunch of very good players arrive this season. And every year it's improving. It's not a matter of money like before. It's not because his name is whoever, very famous, we pay him a lot of money to come for holidays. Now the players who come in, they are very good players. Every time we bring younger players and players with a lot of qualities, and they help the ISL to go higher and higher. And we'll see it very soon in Asian competition if we organize the timing of the games and everything, to think a little bit about the player. The problem, we still don't think about the player. We're still thinking only about when we should play television, and we need to think about the player. If we really want the football to go up, we need to think about players.
Coach, and seeing everything around in India, realistically, do you think the FIFA rankings that India sit on is a justified position?
No, I think India is much better than what they are. If we only want to go higher in FIFA ranking, it's very easy. Let's play against the worst teams in the world, win them, and we will go. The problem is not that. The problem is, like I say to my players, is to look at ourselves in the mirror and be proud of the job we're doing. That's the most important. The ranking is not important in this moment. The most important is under 17, under 20, under 23, under 19 to arrive to the big competitions. When those teams start arriving to the big competitions, then the first team will arrive to the big competitions. But the time we don't invest on the young ones to arrive, it will be very difficult. Because in this moment, most of the players, they don't have competitions in their teams. There's no young players coming to tell, oh, you're not good, go out, I'm taking your place. Then he's very comfortable, he's asking for a huge of money. Because he's very comfortable, because there are no players. If there's a competition between players, young players coming every year, pushing the oldest ones, then the national team will be great and the ranking will be higher, but starting from the youth.
Coach, in your squad, you have this season Aladin, who's probably had the best start for a foreign striker in the league. Any words?
No, we hope he doesn't stop there, it will be for a long time. But to allow Aladin to score, everybody's working very hard. From the goalkeeper till the last one on the striker, players on the bench, the players who doesn't play. If you go to see the trainings, everybody's working very hard, making these things happen, making Aladin the best scorer in this moment of the league. But it's not thanks only to Aladin. He's doing a great job, fantastic, we knew it. But also all the others, the physios, they're working very, very hard. The people from the media, the administration, all the staff, everybody's working very hard, and that's a result. When somebody shines, it's also thanks to all the others. This is why I give the credit to all the team.
Coach, you play your last 3 home games in Shillong this season. What are your views about that?
It will be something I hope very nice, especially for Shillong area, for the fans, Northeast fans in Shillong area. Shillong is fantastic, as always. Welcome us with open arms. The field is great, the facilities are fantastic, great weather, it will be cool. And the 3 games against the 3 very big teams, fantastic. It would be nice to see. I can't wait for those games.
Okay, coach. Now I'll just give you options. You have to choose one: the Spain 2010 squad or the current Spain squad that won the Euros.
2010.
Okay, Messi or Ronaldo?
Both.
Okay, tiki taka or counter attack?
Mix.
Okay, and Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola.
Jose Mourinho.
Okay, currently, what do you think is the best club in Europe?
For me,
Yes.
Real Madrid.
Okay, and your favorite Indian food?
Kerala Paratha.
Kerala paratha. Okay, and your favorite Indian movie? Have you seen any?
Veda.
Oh, okay.
And I remember a long time movie, Dosti.
Dosti. Okay.
Dosti.
And have you ever tried any local Assamese cuisine or Northeast cuisine?
Yes. I don't know the names, but we were in an Assami restaurant. It was very good, but very, very spicy.
And tea or coffee?
I used to be coffee. I stopped coffee about 4 months ago. Now Assami tea.
Not tea. Okay. And your favorite footballer of all time?
My favorite footballer all time, Maradona.
And favorite coach of all time?
Arrigo Sacchi.
Okay. Okay, coach.